Right now, I think we can all agree on this, but being a Chelsea fan is an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling to rightfully say you are champions of the world. And right now, it seems like we are set to hit new stratospheric financial potential. We've just secured 85 million in prize money from bagging the Club World Cup. We're now bringing in money from big sales. Madueke and Petrovic first, Nico Jackson, Nkunku, Vega, and a lot more soon come. The issue is, when you become the champions of the world, you're on the hit list of every top club looking to bring you down a level. So the way to counter that is for Chelsea now to end this summer window before deadline day, making a statement. And the best statement to make is to completely break the window by signing one marquee attacking player to complete Enzo Maresca's 2.0 attack. So today, my friends, I'm here to discuss the top 5 attackers Chelsea could have a decent chance at signing before this window closes. Get involved in this one, you guys. Sit back, relax. Hugo Ekitike is on the wish list of every big and serious Premier League team. We already tried twice to try and sign him. In January, we had efforts rebuffed. Earlier, at the start of this window, we tried to sign him before the Club World Cup, but got priced out in the end. Could Chelsea be forced to come in for the third time right now, with clubs such as Newcastle, Liverpool, showing strong interest to try and engineer a deal? Now, something's now happened that we all kind of predicted. Frankfurt have finally dropped their asking fee for Hugo Ekitike, but it's only gone down from 100 million to around 90 million, but there is more wiggle room right now to engineer something. And is this not a fair price to pay for, if not the best under 23 striker in this market right now? A player that is a fantista. His dribbling is elite. His shooting either foot, his box entries, his movements across the lines, his strength, but most importantly, his skill. He is someone that attempts the audacious. He is someone that tries to fashion moments out from nothing, and that's what separates him. And with these qualities, these scalable qualities, which means that as he grows, as he develops, he will only get better. Is it not worth making a move to sign him now before any other team get their mitts on him? The only issue is though, is it not just too greedy to have Joao Pedro, Liam Delap and Ekitike as your 3 strikers in the squad? Is this not going to cause some tactical headaches for Enzo Maresca? He's just figured out that Joao Pedro is his dream deep-lying forward that he has needed now to take our attack to the next level. He is forming a budding partnership with Cole Palmer. Is it worth signing Ekitike, disrupting things, and now making Palmer relearn how to play with the striker by pushing Joao Pedro wide? Or maybe we just aren't seeing the picture as clearly. Maybe we're going to see a lot more positional fluidity and rotational qualities in our system from next season, and maybe Ekitike could be at the pinnacle of our new look attack. Regardless though, it is going to be a headache for Maresca to make sense of these 3 top young strikers that will all want consistent minutes and game time in time for the World Cup next year. So is Ekitike worth pursuing for that potential headache? Kenan Yildiz is one of the last remaining accessible real wonderkids in the market right now. Yildiz yet again caught the eye with Juventus in this summer's Club World Cup after basically scoring a hat-trick versus Wydad. And Yildiz is someone that has had long-term concrete interest at our football club. Last summer we had a €60 million bid rejected from Juventus. In January, reports confirmed the fact that his agent Jorge Mendes already informed his family over big interest from clubs like us and from Man City. Originally, the belief was that if Juventus somehow failed to secure Champions League football, they could be forced to sell Yildiz for dramatically less. But Juve have sealed CL football, but that hasn't stopped the fact that they now need to sell players before they can buy. Vlahovic, Di Gregorio, Douglas Luiz, plus a host of other players are players Juventus are desperately looking to get off their books to free up much needed transfer key. So technically, we can make a lot of things make sense for Juventus. If we bought Kenan Yildiz for big money, giving Juve a massive pure profit boost, to reinvest back into their squad to help out Igor Tudor. Could a strong offer from us potentially tempt Juve into considering offers? Because Yildiz isn't technically not for sale. It's just going to take serious money to engineer a move like this. Yildiz recently signed a new contract extension at the start of the 24-25 window, which bumped his salary from 300,000 euros for the year to only 1 million euros for the year. In the meantime, Juventus are already plotting on Yildiz to sign another contract extension, taking his deal from 2029 to 2031, dramatically boosting his wages to around 3.5 to 4 million euros for the year. This is the type of money that Chelsea Football Club could snap their fingers and double overnight. And could he be worth that investment, considering he is a top-class, world-class dribbler and ball carrier? He has superb eye for goal. He has amazing shooting mechanics, but the most important thing about this kid, this is what makes him the real wonder kid. He has big club mentality. He looks to affect the game. He plays with his head held up. He knows he's of this level, he's of this ilk, he's of this material. And he is one of those rare wonder kids that can come to your squad and improve things overnight. Would Kenan Yildiz be the best possible investment Chelsea could make before this window ends? Maybe the next move is we buy from within the Premier League, because Morgan Rogers, on paper, could take this team into new heights. A move for Rogers continues this ever-growing Man City connection at Chelsea right now. He could be joining Liam Delap, Cole Palmer, Lavia, Jamie Gittins, Tosin, and a lot more. And maybe going to a club with a soft environment where you already know your teammates and have close relationships with, where you've already played under the manager that gave you that chance when you left West Brom's academy to go to Man City's academy, could be the most logical thing and step in your career. It could be the move that cements your position on the left flank for England in next summer's World Cup. For Aston Villa last season, he bagged 14 goals and 12 assists in 54 games for Aston Villa, and he did this while excelling across a variety of positions across the attack, which ticks a massive need from Enzo Maresca, and that's having more players capable of doing multi-purpose roles in this team. Now, the interesting stat is that Morgan Rogers started to show some very strong promise playing from the left flank, where he's got 4 goals and 1 assist in 9 games starting on the left wing. And in Maresca's setup, where he encourages 1v1 spaces for the wingers, Rogers could technically shine if we were to sign him. He excels with his ball carrying. He's a danger, he's a threat. But the great thing about his dribbling is that he does not like the safe options. If there's an option in a moment there to carry into space and beat a man, he will do that time and time again. And that was what made him such a dangerous, unpredictable player in the Premier League that teams couldn't cope against. The best thing about Rogers' development is that he maintained his class and form whilst playing in the Champions League, and I thought he put into very strong performances in both legs against Paris Saint-Germain. The only issue is, would Aston Villa want to sell? The report suggests that the moment Aston Villa try to entice Nico Jackson, like a flash, we're going to be in there to try and make a move for Morgan Rogers. Could the destinies of Nico Jackson and Rogers be more entwined than we ever realized? Rodrygo is the superstar that has got Premier League fans dreaming this summer. Madrid have now secured Alvaro Carrera from Benfica, and their focus is now turned towards selling players to help improve Xabi Alonso's team. In a very similar playbook to which we saw Madueke signing for Arsenal, Madrid aren't forcing Rodrygo out, but they are encouraging offers behind the scenes, because actions speak louder than words. And during the Club World Cup, Rodrygo did not start a single game for Real Madrid. After all the praise and hype and promise from Alonso, it clearly has not been supported with minutes and starts on the field. Rodrygo is the big sell Madrid needs to continue to revamp their squad. He clearly has no long-term position, and at the moment, reports suggest that Madrid want around 100 million euros for his sale. The question is though, is that too much money for a player who has dramatically regressed in the last 12 months? Or is this simply the price you must pay for an undervalued goods, a diamond that has lost its shine? But it can be brought back. It seems like Premier League clubs are believing the latter. Liverpool are hoping to fund sales right now. Nunes, Luis Diaz, they could be key to engineering the next big super moves for their ambitious window. Arsenal and their fans have dreamed for signing this entire window. And us, alongside your cities and the big boys in the Prem, have already held conversations with the players' camp and his agents. After securing the Club World Cup, is Rodrygo the perfect big money marquee superstar statement that we need for the rest of the league, not even the league, the rest of Europe to watch out for? Coming to Chelsea, he's playing alongside his Latin counterparts, and he could finally secure his position, his best position, down that left flank. A move to us could turn Rodrygo from being that support player at Real Madrid to an actual talisman and superstar. The issue is though, if Bowley had it his way, he'd cough the money up overnight. But on the other hand, Egbali and Co believe that the youth approach makes the most financial, safe bet in the long term to improve this team. Another reported concern are the astronomical wages Rodrygo would want. He's earning around 200,000 a week already, but reportedly he would want more money for the next club he signs for. So the real question is, do Chelsea believe that Rodrygo is that caliber of player worth breaking the wage structure for? And for the final player, we've had a lot of success raiding Brighton. And should we raid them for the final time by securing Mitoma? Mitoma had a fantastic season last season, 10 goals and 4 assists. He scored one of the best goals I've seen a player score against us in the Amex Stadium last season. And if we're keeping things brutally real, how often do Brighton recruits ever flop for us? Seeing the drastic pivot from João Pedro once confusing the fan base to now being one of the main new fan favourites, can you ever dismiss the finishing school, the feeder club that is Brighton? Last season, Mitoma cemented himself as one of the premium best left wingers in the Premier League. His style is beautiful, it's elegant, it's unique. He dribbles with his head held up. He doesn't have to look at the ball for where it is. He rarely looks at the ball every single time because he has complete mastery with his first touch and his control. Whilst at uni, he produced a thesis on dribbling. And during his investigations for his dissertation, he revealed that when he analysed the top players, they look at the spaces ahead and would trap the ball without looking down. This is a skill Mitoma has absolutely mastered. In addition to that, he has world-class deceleration and acceleration, his tight turns and controls, his ability to shift his weight, to force those subtle movements to create imbalance against his opposition marker. He is one of the most difficult players to contain in the Premier League, but the most exciting thing about Mitoma is that he had an incredible partnership with João Pedro. And is that a partnership that we look to bring to Chelsea Football Club before the summer window ends? At the moment, Mitoma only has 2 years left on his deal. He is okay to remain at Brighton, but he wants a bumper new pay rise. Brighton have their limits, so could we tempt Mitoma with our Champions League football and our newfound status as world champions that Chelsea Football Club is your next move you've been waiting for? So they're the 5 attacking players we need to look out for this summer. Share your thoughts and opinions. Do you agree with this list? If so, who is the one player you want to see? And if you don't, who is someone else that wasn't considered that you think would be perfect for Chelsea Football Club? Hope you guys enjoy this one, and I'll see you guys in more videos.